Hello everyone, this is Money Mom. Welcome to the channel. Today I wanted to share and show you things that I typically make instead of buy, which helps me save money. Let's get right into it. Now it doesn't mean that I never buy these things, but I make a lot of them from scratch. So I'm going to start over here. I make oatmeal from scratch. I don't generally buy those packets, and I make it in the slow cooker using old-fashioned rolled oats. I can make a lot of different kinds, and it's really good. So that's one thing. Another thing, and I put it on my community tab, and you could look it up. I make crock pot and slow cooker yogurt, and I put it in a container. I do drain the whey off. That's what makes it Greek. And it does take a while. You get a lot of whey coming off there. The longer you can let it set though too, the thicker it will get. But I do make yogurt, and it makes a lot for very little money. The only thing that takes a while is draining the whey. I make a lot of homemade breads. I make a lot of quick breads. Like I make a peach bread, and you use canned peaches for that. I love to make pumpkin bread. It's one of the family's favorites. And I love to make homemade bread. There's all different kind of recipes. A lot of the recipes I get, I'm going to say at least 70% of the recipes I get are from other fabulous YouTubers. Another thing is I love to make homemade bread and rolls from scratch. You know, with yeast, and I let it rise, really good, and it's not difficult to make like you think. I do make a batch of homemade cookies each week. Now I do use the Mrs. Fields cookie book, but I also use other ones, and I'll ask every family member what they want. So last week I made some no-bake raspberry thumbprints. This week I'm making gingerbread. And what I'll do is I'll make some, and then I'll put just a few out, and then once they cool, I'll put them in freezer containers, and then put them in portion control freezer containers and put them in the freezer, and then whenever we want cookies, we take them out. So that's something I do right now because I had to let it set. I have a batch of gingerbread cookie dough in here. And so then once this, you know, kind of not thaws out, but gets softer, I'll be rolling it in a little bit of sugar and then putting it on the cookie sheets to make. So it's going to be good. Another thing I usually have at home is coffee. I do sometimes buy it out, doesn't mean I never do, but I can actually make my own fun coffee drinks at home. I do like the Jordan Skinny Syrup. This is salted caramel, and a friend gave me this, and so I'll make that with a little half and half, and if I want to froth it up, I have everything to do that. So I make a lot of my own coffee drinks at home, as well as smoothies. I mean, I have so many bags of fruit here. I have strawberries and blueberries, and I can make smoothies with it, or I put this with my Greek yogurt, which I love. I let it thaw out or heat it up. Strawberry, banana blend, and I mean, this is so good, and there's nothing but fruit. This one has in it peaches in there, and pineapples, what else? Oh, and mango. I love mango with chili powder. Do any of you like that? Okay, I have that, then I have pineapples, and then one of my favorite fruits is cherry, but I don't like the pit. These don't have the pit in it. It's cherries and blueberries and strawberries. I just use all the stuff. I can make smoothies. I can put it in yogurt. And I like it better than buying fresh. And it lasts a while. So I do that. Another thing that I don't generally make are instant potatoes. Now these are red potatoes. But if I make potatoes, I usually make homemade mashed potatoes. And I love to add all sorts of yummy stuff to it. So I do that, or I make roasted potatoes. I don't generally buy, I do sometimes keep a few instant potatoes, but I don't really care for the taste of instant potatoes, just like I don't like microwave food. Let me know if you guys like microwave food. I can tell if something's been microwaved unless it's heated. If it's something that's already been cooked and it's reheated, that's different. But I remember when microwaves came out, when people were microwaving potatoes and bacon in there, or cakes, I never liked microwave food. I want to hear if you guys liked it. Okay, so those are just some of the things right there. Here are just a few items that I make. Now I know there's more. I also make dips sometime all by myself, and I have made hummus. But some things I do just buy. But a lot of these things I do make, and it does save me money. Oh, I forgot one other thing. I have this waffle maker that I absolutely love, and it's so easy to use. So I make homemade pancakes and homemade waffles. And I make enough so that we have waffles or pancakes all week long. So I use this quite often actually, and it's super easy to use and clean off. So these are just some of the things. I'm sure I could come up with more ideas. I want to hear from you in the comments below. 2 questions. Number 1, what are some things that you make homemade rather than buy? You feel it saves you time, money, you like it better. And number 2, are there things that you just would rather buy than make? I want to hear from you in the comments below. That's all I have to say for now. I love you, I appreciate you, and I sure hope you come back for tomorrow morning's video. Bye-bye now.